The cause of ocean acidification is the recent rise in CO2 emissions from the human race. Mass amounts of CO2 are being released into the air and absorbed into our oceans. The CO2 is coming from fossil fuel emissions and deforestation. Our oceans absorb up to 40% of these emissions, which is causing a rise in the pH of the ocean. The largest ocean on our planet is the Pacific Ocean. The Pacific absorbs 40% of the total emissions absorbed into the oceans. So, what does this mean? It means that the Pacific Ocean is becoming more and more acidic. This is killing mass amounts of sea life. The Great Barrier Reef, which is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world and home to more than 1,500 species of fish, 30 types of marine mammals, 140 types of hard coral, 134 types of sharks and rays, and 6 out of the 7 endangered marine turtle species, is currently dying. At this point in time, it is impossible to reverse the damage done to this reef. Ocean acidification has bleached nearly half of the entire reef and killed many of the reef's inhabitants. If ocean acidification continues at this rate, then the water temperature in the Pacific Ocean will continue to rise along with the acidity of the water. Scientists like Charlie Veron, former chief scientist of the Australian Institute of Marine Science and author of the 3-volume Corals of the World, says that by 2050 the entire reef could be completely dead. This has the potential to cause a mass extinction of many types of endangered sea life. The bleaching and death of the Great Barrier Reef not only affects endangered sea life, but can affect the human population near and around the reef. There is a multi-million-dollar tourism industry centered around the Great Barrier Reef, according to CNN. No one will want to tour a dead hunk of white coral devoid of any life, and this means no more money coming in. Many people rely on these tourists as a steady source of income. If the reef dies, so will the tourism around the reef, and in turn, the economy of the surrounding areas will take a turn for the worse. So what can we do? As individuals, we have more power than we give ourselves credit for. The students of American Canyon can walk to school instead of driving, recycle as much of your food waste as you can, use reusable shopping bags, turn off lights after you leave a room and conserve electricity, and use paper sparingly. This can help cut our emissions that damage our environments. And there are many things that the world community can do to cut down our CO2 emissions as a whole. Switching from fossil fuels to renewable energy, fighting for laws protecting our environments and water quality, reducing the amount of waste we produce, and cutting down on things made from paper or paper products can reduce our CO2 emissions by huge amounts. Take the time today to be aware so that we can secure our Earth's future together.